The Banker is the latest original movie from Apple TV+. Samuel L. Jackson and Anthony Mackie respectively portray Joe Morris and Bernard Garrett, two African-American entrepreneurs who hire a white man to act as the face of their company, while they pose as a chauffeur and a janitor in an effort to break down racial barriers and pave the way for housing integration in the United States in the 1950s and 60s. As always guys, before we get into this, don't forget to hit that like button. It does wonders in getting my content out there, and of course weigh in down in the comments below letting me know your own personal thoughts on Apple TV's The Banker. I've not always been a huge fan of straight-to-streaming service films. More often than not, there's an obvious reason why a major studio didn't pick the film up, usually because it's really not that great. But more and more recently, I'm finding myself drawn to them and actually really quite enjoying them. The Banker proves once again, just as quite a few movies have recently, including Scorsese's The Irishman. Well, I mean, I kind of guessed that it did. I haven't seen it myself just yet, but a lot of these straight-to-streaming service movies are now proving that streaming services are a really great place to catch original movies that are not bad, but are just simply ones that major studios maybe got a little bit of cold feet on regarding their likely box office draw. I mean, we're living in a day and age where big blockbuster movies are dominating the cineplexes and really are overshadowing these smaller, more intimate, really great dramatic films. And well, streaming services are the savior. They have come to the rescue and are really helping these really good movies reaching wider audiences and getting seen by more eyes. And I think these services really are most important, especially right now, when they really are our only option for original movie content like this. The Banker is an engaging and, again, important story about the breaking down of racial segregation in 50s, 60s America that I personally had never heard before. I'm a really big fan of biopics, especially those of unsung heroes, and The Banker fits the mold really nicely, though perhaps a little safely. Sam Jackson and Anthony Mackie absolutely shine here, bringing their usual charm and charisma to their roles. Seeing them work off each other is an absolute delight. It's the highlight of the movie and makes it a really enjoyable watch. However, narratively, the movie is fairly messy and, well, it's a little bit uneven. It starts off really fantastic. It's got this really cool style. It's fun, it's lively, and again, Mackie and Jackson's banter is fantastic. And even their repartee with Nicholas Hoult is really great as well. I mean, some of the movie's greatest moments come in the first part of the movie, which see the three characters hatching out their ingenious plans. However, past that first act and a half, it gets a little bit more complex. The movie slows down a little bit and becomes, I guess, slightly tedious to sit through. What starts as a really unique and amusing biopic quickly becomes one that is, while enjoyable, fairly paint by numbers. Almost as if the first half was ingeniously concocted and the second half was just simply rushed. It's like one of those great comedic drama films that front loads itself with a bunch of hilarious moments and great lines, and then once it hits the second or third act, there's no laughs left and it becomes incredibly depressing. No, this movie is not a comedy, and I was not expecting it to be a comedy, and no, it doesn't become a dark, depressing drama by the end of it. I'm just simply using this for the sake of example. And yes, I know, not giving anything away here, after the first half of the movie, things do begin to spiral out a bit. They become a bit more serious, a bit more dramatic, so there does have to be a notable tone change in there. But really, my problem is there is such a stark contrast between the movie's beginning and the movie's end that by the time I reached the end of the movie, I just kind of felt like I was watching something completely different. But look, there is such a huge spark and energy to the first half of this movie, and the early scenes are told so well. The movie does deserve the highest props for that. I just kind of felt towards the back end, the movie did lose its soul quite a bit, and that just did dampen my experience with it. While the tone shifts and the movie becomes more formulaic, Jackson, Mackie, and Hoult remain consistent throughout and make the movie a good watch overall. Despite its faults, I came out enjoying my time with it, enough so to warrant an easy 3.5 out of 5. This is a great feel-good story, and one that really does deserve to be told inside a movie that does deserve to be watched by the widest audience possible. And cheers to Apple TV Plus for finally bringing it to us. Not once did I lose interest or enjoyment in it, I just can't help but feel it could have been told better or perhaps more consistently. And at that, I'm throwing it over to you guys out there. I want to know, have you seen Apple TV's The Banker? If you have, what did you think of it? If you haven't, are you looking forward to seeing it, or are you not seeing it at all? Look guys, these are very hard, trying times right now, and we have very little in the way of original media heading to us over the next few months. So look, I really do suggest this one to you. Check it out. Hopefully you do get something for it. Until next time though guys, please stay safe, and as always, take it easy. If this is your first time viewing one of my videos and you'd like to see more like it in the future, then please don't forget to hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen, as well as that like button down below for that little extra support. Also, don't forget to check me out on social media, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day.